What's up, all my Ewok Shribbles, droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as thatstarwarsgirl, and in today's video, I'm going to be covering more woke melties. Now, I know I've been covering all of these woke melties a lot here on my channel, but that's just because there's so freaking many of them. But today, we're going to be talking about some of the celebrity melties, specifically the one and only Rachel Zegler.
Weird.
Now I have my Twitter pulled up because Stephanie from My Nerdy Home posted screenshots of Rachel's melty over on her Instagram story. And this is what the lovely Walt Disney Company chose for their Snow White. Let me read this to you. And she doesn't capitalize I. I'm sorry, that drives me crazy.
I find myself speechless. In the midst of this, another 4 years of hatred, leaning us towards a world I do not want to live in, leaning us towards a world that will be hard to raise my daughter in.
She doesn't have a daughter, by the way.
Leaning us towards a world that will force her to have a baby she doesn't want.
Why is your imaginary daughter having unsafe and unprotected sex? Great parenting there.
Leaning us towards a world that is fearful. I shouldn't be this shocked, but I am. I am heartbroken for my friends who awoke fear this morning, and I am here with you to cry, to yell, to hug, to wax poetic on how the left continues to fail us on foregoing a new path forward. This loss should not have been. It certainly should not have been by so many votes. I echo Ethel Kane's statement more than anything. May Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself never know peace. Ray!
Notice how everything in that post is a made-up problem that doesn't exist. That is how demented and retarded these people are. But, hey, she continues.
There is also a deep, deep sickness in this country that is shown in the sheer amount of people who showed up for this man who threatens our democracy. Ray! It is terrifying the number of people who stand behind what this man preaches. It is a fullest subscription to the false sense of security, of masculinity, of intelligence, of patriotism, and of humanity. There is no help, no counsel in any of them. I could go on. I won't. I feel sad. You probably do too. Fuck this.
Oh my God, my throat's hurting from reading this because everything she's complaining about isn't real. And she should really, I don't know, take a minute and look in that magic mirror of hers before she wants to cast judgment on intelligence. This is coming from a person that doesn't know that when you start a new sentence, you have to capitalize the first letter of the first word. And this is driving me absolutely crazy. And also on top of that, it's like, she is so fucking stupid. She doesn't realize that everything she's complaining about is just a make-believe issue she created in her own mind. Grow up and do some goddamn research, Rachel. But again, instead of doing that, she goes on. There's more. Now, time for a quick commercial break. If you guys are enjoying my channel, my content, and seriously enjoying watching me lose brain cells, go and check out my brand new cosplay calendar that's live now on Indiegogo. It is pinned in the comment section. It is also linked in the description of this video. If you guys want to help and support the channel so that way I can continue to make awesome content that you guys are enjoying here on YouTube. Because the YouTube overlords hate me. They don't like anyone that, you know, speak their minds and have an opinion that goes against the grain. So they don't like me. So I have to do outside projects like this, and I have a lot of fun doing that, and you guys have enjoyed all the previous cosplay calendars that I've done in the past, so maybe take a minute and go and check this out. Thank you. Now, let's get back to the woke insanity. Here we go.
Get off of Elon's app, by the way. The fuck are you doing? They're eating you up on Twitter. I don't use that app for a reason. He helped get that man elected, and you're giving him business. I was talking about finding catharsis in art. I don't care if you're going to pick a fight with me. It's been done before. I find something real to be mad at today. There's plenty to go around.
God, she's stupid. Guys, do not take advice from celebrities. They're pretty much retarded. Like they make Forrest Gump look like a fucking genius.
Okay, that's all. Going on stage for Act 2 now. I need to get off my soapbox before I get too heated.
You don't say, hun.
Sending love to everyone who needs it today. May we all carry each other through the worst and hold these politicians accountable. Your dim govs just got very important. They already were, but hey, follow your governors. Hold them accountable. Local government is where we will make real change. This is not the end. Ever. I will laugh through these 4 years as best I can. Fuck Donald Trump.
Now, guys, notice how she said she was done there? Spoiler alert, she's not. No, instead she goes on to post this moronic and ignorant post. Now, I'm going to read this to you, and if you lose brain cells, I'm sorry. Just take in mind that after I'm done reading this to you, you're going to get a really nice Anna rant. Because, oh boy, this shit is retarded, and I got some receipts to show you guys. Ready, Rachel?
I'm not voting for Kamala Harris because I love her, or because she's my mama-la, or because she's brat. I'm not voting for her because I agree with her on every issue. I'm fully ready to protest when she falls short.
See, the woke will eat their own.
I'm voting for Kamala Harris because either she or Donald Trump will be president come January. And if Hillary Clinton, another deeply flawed candidate, had won in 2016, Roe versus Wade would be a law today, and women who are now dead from treatable pregnancy complications would be alive. Because I don't believe trans people and immigrants are the root of our problems as a country. Because I do not want a conservative Supreme Court for the rest of my life. Because I want us to be able to protest her without having the National Guard deployed on us. Because if she loses, I worry I may never vote again.
Jesus Christ. Okay, you guys got all that? Now, this was my response to that. Remember how I said I got receipts? I got them, and we're going to go through them. But let's talk about this stupid point that she's trying to make here, which is, here we go. If Roe versus Wade would be a law today, and women who are now dead from treatable pregnancy complications would be alive. Now, I went on for a bit over on Twitter. By the way, all of this is linked down below in the description if you guys want to go see these tweets for yourself. Guys, that's not how this works. If you get any whammon or woke fucking moron on Twitter or TikTok or whatever platform crying that, oh, women are dying from not getting medical treatment, that's a straight up goddamn fucking lie. And I'm going to explain to you why. No doctor that is currently treating a woman who is having complications from her pregnancy would let that woman die. Now, how do I know this, you ask? I'm extremely pregnant right now. I'm actually due next month. So as you can imagine, I go to the doctors and talk to doctors a lot. And I've been dealing with this branch of the medical system a lot. So yeah, I have some firsthand experience in this, and I'm not just talking out of my ass. And I'm going to burst all of their little ignorant bubbles right now, because this so-called claim that women are dying because they can't receive medical treatment, again, is an absolute fucking lie. Remember how I said I have receipts? Well, right here up on the screen, you guys can see this. This is a list of all of the complications and all of the genetic disorders that a baby, a fetus, could potentially have, that if you test positive for this, that a doctor can take a look at that and look at your fetus and say, hey, this is not a viable pregnancy. This is dangerous either to the baby itself, like the baby will not survive. It's not going to live a healthy life. It's not healthy for the mother, and or it's not healthy for both, and it can affect them both, and they could both potentially die. Well, guess what? If the baby tests positive for any of these things seen on the screen, your insurance will cover the doctor performing a medical procedure that terminates the pregnancy because it is not a viable pregnancy and it is not safe. This has absolutely nothing to do with who the president is. The president has no effect on this. This is a medical treatment. If you have cancer and you need to get treatment for cancer, the president does not affect that. If you have diabetes and you need your insulin, guess what? The doctor is going to treat you regardless of who the goddamn president is. Mind blown, right? Now, what isn't covered by insurance and what isn't considered a medical necessity or a medical treatment is when women decide, instead of using birth control or vetting their partners or abstaining from, unsafe sex, if they're using abortion as birth control, well, then guess what? It's not going to be covered by your insurance. It's not going to be looked at as a life-saving medical procedure, because it's not, right? Most women that get abortions are doing it, again, as a form of birth control. And if they didn't go and get an abortion, they would have a viable, healthy pregnancy. And so that is why using abortion as a form of birth control is not protected in the same way a woman who is having an unviable pregnancy is. So all of these idiots that are crying on their little soapboxes and going and filming those cringy TikTok videos that are like, you're taking away my rights. No one is taking away your rights for medical treatment. If you are having an actual medical issue and you're pregnant and your pregnancy is not viable, the doctors are going to help you. They are going to do the best that they can to save you, to save your baby, and to make sure that the outcome, benefits everyone involved. Now, if you are having a pregnancy that is not viable, the baby is not going to make it. It is either going to die in your womb, is already dead in your womb, or it's not going to live once, you give birth. They will discuss the options with you. I know I had to have complicated discussions with my doctor. And again, a lot of this stupid shit, this stupid rhetoric that's been spread around, again, it's all misinformation by a bunch of ignorant fucking idiots on the internet that have zero experience in this. And I personally, as much as it drives me crazy, I do have a little bit of sympathy for, because before I got pregnant, I didn't know any of this. It wasn't like it was on my list of things I am interested in researching, but I also wasn't going around making declarations on TikTok or Instagram or Twitter, all of which I have a pretty big following on. I wasn't going around spreading misinformation about it because I was ignorant about it. But now that I'm not and I see this shit, I'm going to call it out because it's absolute fucking bullshit. And it blows my mind that this is the hill they want to die on. Really? Y'all are fucking retarded. Dear freaking Lord. And Rachel Zegler, I'm not shocked that she's one of the front runners in this entire ridiculous propaganda. Not shocked at all. Are you? But anyway, guys, I've rambled on long enough, and I honestly have a headache from this. But if you guys want me to go more in depth and explain things further, considering how much I'm kind of involved in this topic now, let me know down in the comment section and what you want me to cover, and I will look into it and see if I can elaborate further. But until then, I'm gonna go and take a little rest and rest my little baby belly and get some food in there because this was a doozy of a one. But guys, if you like my channel, my content, please smash the like button. If you didn't, that's okay too. Thank you so much for watching this far through. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go and do so. I'm so freaking close to 250,000 subscribers. That would be really, really awesome to get there this month. And I'd be really, really, really exciting. So go and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And also, just in case you guys didn't know, I'm also over on Rumble. I do mirror my content over on Rumble just because YouTube does censor me pretty hard over here. And also all of my live streams are mirrored over on Rumble. So if you ever miss a live stream, they are all up and uncensored and available over on my Rumble. So go check it out. And guys, once again, thank you so much for supporting me here in my channel. Let me know what you think of down below in the comments. Maybe check out another couple of videos. And until next time, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you because we are really, 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 really going to need it. Bye, everyone.